Hello Aquarius, welcome to my channel, 12 Seasons of Astrology. This is your 2020 year ahead astrology prediction forecast horoscope, which covers the retrogrades, eclipses, and conjunctions. I'll start with the eclipses first. On January 10th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, your 6th house, that will oppose Mercury and Capricorn, the 12th. It will oppose Saturn and Capricorn, your 12th house, and will oppose Pluto and Capricorn, your 12th house. Over the next 6 months, something gets eclipsed out gradually, dealing with your job. You may decide to quit your job, you may retire, you may resign, there could be a mass layoff. Your health, if you have a health condition, that could get eclipsed out gradually, or your daily routine could get eclipsed out gradually over the next 6 months. And also dealing with your 12th house, your healing, recovery, hospitals, confinement, jail, or prison, that could get eclipsed out as well. On June 5th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, your 11th house. That will square Mars in Pisces, your 2nd house. Gradually over the next 6 months, something gets phased out regarding your friends, your friendships, networking groups, social media, or charity groups. And also the way you earn money. Is there some sort of conflict or interference, including involving your friends, your networking groups, social media, and how you earn money? They both either way it could get eclipsed out. On June 21st, there's a new moon solar eclipse in Cancer, your 6th house. Over the next 6 months, looks like something gradually improves, blossoms, or grows over the next 6 months, dealing with their job. There could be a new job on the horizon for you, a new daily routine, and a new health regime as well, a new health regimen. On July 4th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, your 12th house. Over the next 6 months, your 12th house gets eclipsed out gradually, dealing with your healing, recovery, hospital, confinement, jail, prisons, or karma. That can get eclipsed out over the next 6 months. On November 30th, there's a full moon lunar eclipse in Gemini, your 5th house. Over the next 6 months, something gradually phases out and gets eclipsed out, dealing with your pregnancy. You could give birth within the next 6 months. Your children, if you have adult children, they could move out within the next 6 months. A romance that you've had could end within the next 6 months, or an artistic project that you could finish up or wrap up within the next 6 months, or your fun and leisure could come to a close within the next 6 months. On December 14th, there's a new moon total solar eclipse in Sagittarius, your 11th house. Over the next 6 months, gradually your something blossoms, improves, or just grows. Your friendship grows, or your friendship blossoms. Your networking groups, social media, or charity organizations. So there's something new friends, new networking groups, new social media, or new charity that you're involved with. Next, I'll talk about the conjunctions. Pluto and Capricorn, your 12th house. Pluto and Capricorn, your 12th house, will conjunct Saturn and Capricorn, your 12th house, on January 12th. This is dealing with your increased activities involving your hospital, recovery, healing, jail, prison, or karma. That during January 6th through January 13th, that gets there's transformation, structure, healing, restrictions and limitations, and changes regarding your recovering, healing, and jail or prison. The next conjunction, Jupiter and Pluto. Jupiter in Capricorn, your 12th house, will conjunct Pluto in Capricorn, your 12th house. Will conjunct on April 4th, June 30th, and November 12th. This is once again additional increased activities involving your hospital, health, healing, recovery, confinement, jail, prison, or past karma. Not your past life, but your karma from your past that catches up with you. The next conjunction, Saturn in Aquarius, your first house, will conjunct Mars in Aquarius, your first house, on March 31st. This is increased activities involving your appearance, your physique, or your personality. Something is changing with your personality, your appearance, your physique that will either require structure, discipline, limitations, and restrictions. And if you're trying to change your appearance, something you have to structure, or change your physique, there's something you have to structure: the way you eat, the way you exercise. If you want to change your appearance, you just, you want to change your clothes, your wardrobe, a makeover, something about around that time you will, March 31st, there's a change in appearance, physique, or personality. I'll start with the retrogrades. Mercury will retrograde 3 times in all 3 water signs. The first one in Pisces, your second house, from February 16th through March 9th. This is your second house of earned income. Something that you have to renegotiate, revise, revisit. This is affecting the way you're like a second stream of income or overtime hours that you'll have to reset, revisit, rework, revise, or reset or redo. The second Mercury retrograde is in Cancer, your 6th house. This is from June 17th through July 11th. Once again, this is your 6th house, your job, your health, your daily routine that has to be renegotiated, revised, revisited, reset, or reworked. The third Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, your 10th house, from October 13th through November 3rd, which is election day. This is involving your career or a goal that you're trying to achieve. You'll have to revisit it, reflect on it, renegotiate it, revise, redo, or reset. The next retrograde, Mars in Aries, will retrograde from September 9th through November 13th. Mars will be in Aries for 6 months, from June 27th through January 2021. This is your 3rd house, Aries, and your Mars in Aries, your 3rd house. This is dealing with your vehicles, electronics, your electronic devices, your neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings, cousins. Something will have to be renegotiated, revisited, reworked, revised, reset, redo, restarted. Venus in Gemini will retrograde from May 13th through June 24th. Venus will be in Gemini for 4 months, from April 4th through August 7th. This is your 5th house of pregnancy, children, romance, artistic endeavors, fun and leisure, stock market investments, and lottery casino. Will have to be, once again, renegotiated, revised, revisited, reworked, restarted. The next retrograde, Saturn in Aquarius, will retrograde from May 10th through September 29th. I just also want to mention Saturn in Aquarius will conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius at 0 degrees on December 19th, 2020. But during the conjunction, during the retrograde, it's something you have to. This is your 1st house that you have to, of appearance, physique, personality, that you have to revise, rework, revisit, or redo. The next retrograde, Jupiter in Capricorn, will retrograde from May 14th, 2020 through September 12th, 2020. This is your 12th house in Capricorn, dealing with your hospital, healing, recovery, confinement, jail, prison, or past karma. Will have to be reflected, revisited, reworked, revised, redone, and reset. The last three, Mars in Aries will square Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto on August 4th. And October 19th, Mars in Aries will square Jupiter in Capricorn. This is your 3rd house. Mars in Aries in your 3rd house, and Jupiter in Capricorn, your 12th. This is dealing with your vehicles, electronics, neighbors, your neighborhood, your siblings and cousins that will conflict or interfere with your recovery, your healing process, your confinement, or jail or prison. Mars in Aries, once Mars in Aries in your 3rd house will square Saturn and Capricorn, your 12th house, on August 24th and September 29th. This is once again your vehicle, electronic devices, neighbors, your neighborhood, siblings, and cousins will interfere or conflict with your hospital, recovery, past karma, jail, prison, or healing. And then on August 13th, October 9th, and December 3rd, Mars in Aries, your 3rd house, will square Pluto and Capricorn, your 12th. Once again, this is your vehicle, electronic devices, neighborhood, neighbors, siblings, cousins that will conflict or interfere with your hospital. That will hospital, recovery, jail, prison, confinement. That will require some transformation, change. And also, I want to mention when Mars in Aries squares Saturn and Capricorn, there's something you need to restructure, that you need to limit, restrict, and that will require discipline as well. Okay, Aquarius, that's all I have for 2020. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please remember to check out my other videos that I have posted. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.